Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here, Wednesday the 14th of May. Thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. Don't forget to spread the word amongst your friends about us. Now, it's certainly looking as if after a few days of fine weather, the weather is going to be turning more unsettled as we head into next week. Just want to show you this set of charts first. This is the 7 to 10 day mean of the 500 millibar flow, which is what I've been showing you now for a few days. And what it highlights here is the below normal heights look off towards the west of the UK on both the ECMWF, which is the model here, and the GFS, which is the model here. Now, what that's going to do is bring unsettled conditions through much of Western Europe, including perhaps the west and the south of the British Isles. Probably going to be some rain around in eastern and northern parts of the British Isles as well, but always a tendency for higher heights there. Incidentally, this is the chart going forward from next Wednesday through to Saturday the 24th. But what to take from this is this agreement level here between the ECMWF and between the GFS, a real strong agreement there. And if we look at the ECMWF, you can get these from the weather website. So if we look at the ECMWF, just zoom in there a little bit for you. These go forward in 24-hour steps, and what to notice here is the ridge look that's over the country just at the moment. But then as we knock onwards, there's Thursday, Friday, there's Saturday. Slower breakdown of this ridge than originally predicted. There's Sunday look. Still got the ridge in place, but I think by Sunday we are going to be finding a front kind of down here, which will bring some cloud and outbreaks of rain, northern England, Scotland, perhaps parts of the Midlands. But the main trough is out here, look towards the west, and there'll be a cold front coming down here, something like that. And it's that then starts to introduce the more unsettled conditions by the time we're getting into next week. So that's the chart for the 19th. So this is, where are we here? This is next Monday. And we've got the low look out towards the west here, associated with the trough that's out there. Our ridge is cleared off towards the east here with our high pressure centred out here. A more unsettled look to things, but probably it's more the west of the country that sees most of the unsettled and wetter weather. And then into Tuesday, low pressure forecast to be centred off the south of Ireland on Tuesday. Look, with this feed of warm air coming up from the continent. Some really unsettled conditions considering the time of year across western France, northern and western parts of Spain and Portugal as well. And I think what will tend to happen here is that we'll have a front lying somewhere out here, another one lying somewhere in here, and the main area of rain on this probably within this sort of area. So it's kind of Wales, perhaps the southern Midlands, central southern England, southwest England, southern Ireland that see most of the rainfall, drizzly and just not nice on eastern coasts, and probably feeling fairly cool across eastern Scotland. But there will be dry weather around across eastern parts. Wednesday then looks like that. Still got the low look centred out towards the west here. There it is, that big trough look affecting much of Western Europe. I think by then most of the rain hopefully will be starting to pull away a little bit. Could still find some heavy rain though. Ireland, Wales, southern England could be on for a really wet spell of weather here. And then we find more eastern areas again on the drier side. Into next Thursday, still got the low there. Now, this is where I think things go a little bit awry on the ECMWF, because I think what may try and happen is that this feed of warm air here may well try and link through to the feed of warm air we're seeing here. What's critical here is how much cold air can get into this system to keep on developing this trough at the end of the week. You see, what the ECMWF operation wants to do is to say, well, actually, this warm air just doesn't make a difference. It just feeds in, it meets the cold air coming in from the north as well, and it just sustains this trough. I'm suspicious of that one. I'm just wondering if what will happen is that the trough will actually move away a little bit further south than is shown on here, and that the low probably is positioned somewhere, let's just get that bright for you, somewhere down here or even further south, perhaps let's say here, by the time we're getting through to the end of next week, which basically builds the high across the north of the UK, keeps an easterly going across the south. So I'm afraid the far south of England always at this risk of rain. But I think sort of the northern 2/3 of the country probably, I think, may well find themselves going into drier conditions. The Canadian looking something like this. it also shows that trough look that's building in. Get rid of the ridge through the course of the weekend. There comes the trough look. And what the Canadian does, you see how it's got that low on this set of charts a little bit further south. So it does try to bring it further south, but then kind of links in with the trough that passes up towards the north here. That deepens the low once again, and they pull the low back further north during the middle stages of next week and sit it over the UK, bringing more unsettling conditions. As I say, I'm not entirely convinced by that one just yet. Just take a quick look at the GFS ensemble, see what that does. This one going forward in 12-hour steps again, and if we just knock on forwards from it, you'll notice there, look, there's the ridge clearing away for the weekend. So good agreement on this dry weather we've got coming up. There's the trough developing look into the early stages of next week, and it keeps the low look over the UK. So good agreement between the models that that is what will happen. As I say, I just want to see if this ridge does manage to get its way back northwards and build across more northern parts of the country, settling down Whitweek probably for the northern 2/3, but as you've seen there, no support at all from the models just yet for that. And in fact, what the ECM WF long range is trying to do is to keep the trough out towards the west of the country and across southern parts of the country, right the way into the early part of June. So that's something that we certainly need to be keeping a very watchful eye on. And of course, I'll keep you updated here right through at weatherweb.net. But whatever you're doing today, have a great day. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at WXWeb. But whatever you're doing, keep the sun shining, and bye for now.